to move on to our last topic here, Charlie, you mentioned how we'll see, this offseason, Dana Brown's influence on this organization in regards to the future of Dusty Baker. We may have gotten our first clues into Dana Brown's vision for the future of the Astros. It's interesting because Brown made some comments last week about how there's going to be some internal promotions. There's a lot of good a lot of good people within the organization, and he speculated that maybe there would be maybe as much as a half a dozen promotions internally. But this week, the Astros dismissed their farm director, Sarah Goodrum, and assistant GM, Bill Furcus. What do we read into these moves?
Well, I think Dana Brown, not quite a year into the job, it's natural that he's going to reshape the front office with some of his own guys and gals, perhaps. Notable. I don't think the Astros should be catching any heat for it when a woman in a position where you don't find many women in Major League Baseball loses her job. So be it. New sheriff comes to town. He's going to appoint some different deputies and change out the staff some. Assistant general managers, whether it's someone that he's worked with in Toronto or Atlanta that, hey, when I can open up a position, I want you to come there. Or maybe those are promotions from within addressing these couple of positions. But I don't think there's anything really surprising or shocking about it. If Dana Brown's the general manager, he should have the right to flesh out the front office as he sees fit.
Yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to make some moves, but who they decided to get rid of is where I'm kind of like, Bill Furcus was promoted to assistant GM last offseason after they told Click not to come back after winning the World Series. He was kind of the face of the front office during that period when Crane was kind of running things behind the scenes and they hadn't hired a new GM yet. And, to me, Furcus is almost kind of the face, along with Bagwell, of the Abreu deals and, the Brantley signing, and with him being injured this year. And of course, the Montero extension, him finishing with an ERA over 5. So I think it's kind of interesting. It looks like kind of Furcus here is taking the bullets for all the back of the baseball card stuff. And that's just me speculating. I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff going on behind the scenes that I'm not aware of. But that's what this kind of looks like to me. And he goes back 10 years with the organization, was with Luno. I don't know if you guys watched that documentary with all those Wall Street guys and that kind of stuff. He's been around those offices. He knows those guys. And it shocks me a little bit they're going to push another Luno guy out. But that's why it jumps out to me. He was kind of the face of all this Abreu stuff. And I wonder if this was Crane and Dana Brown being like, yeah, let's make it look like he's accountable for this. Let's get him out of here.
Look, Dana Brown's a farm system guy, player development, drafts. That's his background. The Astros farm system is weak for a number of reasons. And like they've just made one botched pick after another, but the farm system is very weak. And it's why, along with the major league rosters, the Texas Rangers' future over the next several seasons looks much brighter than the Astros. And the Seattle Mariners go out and ambitiously add Shohei Ohtani's bat, right? Forget about the arm. The Mariners are going to be a real challenge as the Astros are getting toward a transition phase with some age and pitching questions. So for Dana Brown to pursue his vision, especially in terms of overhauling, drafting, and player development, that's what he was foremost brought here to do. So now he can get on with it because he didn't have that opportunity last offseason, getting the job in January.
And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
Little delayed gratification there. That's going to be it for another episode of Stone Cold Stros. If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to give us a 5-star rating wherever you get your podcast. Charlie, Josh, and I will catch you next week, but you don't have to wait that long to get your Houston Sports Fix. All you have to do is subscribe to Sports Map Houston on YouTube. John Granado, Lance Zerline, and Josh Jordan will have you covered there. Thanks to Jack Brame for producing behind the scenes, and thanks to everyone for listening. And as always, until next time, go Stros.